Hey, GBF family, I wish I could see you. I wish I could be there in person with you, but I wanted to just take a couple minutes and share with you something that I think God has shown me through this whole pandemic situation. But before I do that, I want to give a shout out to my first through seventh grade kids. Just know that your teachers miss you and we wish we could be with you in person. But until then, I've been emailing your parents some lessons that you can, with links so that you can watch a video and download some activities. And I have a challenge for you as we are going through the Old Testament. I want you in every story, like this week was Gideon, week 5. Every story, I want you to find Jesus in that story, because as in the Jesus storybook that the younger kids are using for their curriculum and their lessons are on YouTube, those lessons, or as the Jesus Storybooks Bible says, that every story whispers his name. So I want you to find Jesus in every story that you read. So for everybody else. So just something God impressed on me early on when we were hearing about the coronavirus, and it was being called the coronavirus, and I was curious why it was being called the coronavirus. I knew what corona meant, and it turns out actually that coronaviruses is a category of viruses, and so I wanted to know, why is it called coronavirus? So I Googled it. And turns out, I'm no scientist, but if you look under a microscope, the virus shows some little spiky parts to it, and so like a crown. So they called it coronavirus. So anyway, as news of this spread and as it started to sort of take over life more and more, I started to watch how people were reacting to it. And people were doing some kooky things, like people were grocery shopping, like they were grocery shopping for my family and a family of 10. And I don't really think there's that many families of 10 out there, unless there's more crazy people than I realize out in the world. But anyway, people were panic buying and just going crazy. And what was driving them was fear. And they were letting this coronavirus, which corona means crowned, I think I said that, master them. And God just gave me Psalm 27:1, and it says, the Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the defense of my life. Whom shall I dread? And he impressed on me that there's only one crown that we should let, that should be master over us, and it's the crown that the King of Kings wears. And that, according to that verse, we don't need to fear things like a virus and let it master us. And I'm not saying we shouldn't be mindful and heedful and careful and safe. I'm just saying that we have only one crown that we serve. And so when you hear the term corona or COVID-19, what I want you to do, this is your challenge, is every time you hear that, I want you to very quickly shoot up a prayer. I call them arrow prayers because you just sort of shoot them right up. I want you to shoot a prayer of thanksgiving to God for being the defense of our life. He's the one that created you, who loves you, and will work all things together for good in your life, including this virus. And and that's all I wanted to share with you. Obviously, we Froislans cannot wait to infiltrate your lives again and surround you and love you. But be blessed this week, and Lord willing, we'll see you soon. Bye.